Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Franz Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up at frenchiestamps.com in the US. Today it's all tips for the basic border dies. They got 6 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's a few tips that I want to share. So I did some with all of them on cards that you can see just like a border, like it take after the name, right? Basic border. But I got a few tips to share with that if you want to do it on the card base itself. If it's a layer, I'm going to share a tip also. So I just going to flip that quick. I'm going to have them all on my card there, on my blog. Right below you get the direct link. Is that pretty? And the beautiful clouds. Et voila. So now let me share on, if you want to do that on card base. Now let me move that there. Now it doesn't matter which die you're going to use. We're going to use about it's going to be the same way, the tip. Now I use it for layers on this beautiful card here, and I'm going to share this. This is more simple when it's just a layer. Let me bring my machine, my die cut machine. One thing that I want to mention, for this here, I recommend that you're going to score your card first. Let me bring along one too. I'm going to share on both ways. So I got a long one. I got very vanilla here that measure 8.5 by 11. 8.5, 11, score at 4 1/4. Where the indent is, that's the face of your card, okay? Now I got plate, the first plate, 2 and 3. And then we're going to put that right here. I like to do it at this end, just because I think it's, you don't have to go through the whole card. Now, like I said, it doesn't matter which one you're going to use. It's going to be the same way. Because of the length of this, we have to be very careful, because if you're not keeping the die inside the platform or the plates, then you're going to bend your die. So I'm going to put that right here. And I'm going to put that right. It depends how much you want at the bottom. Just I align that so it looks straight here. That looked pretty straight. Now I'm going to take my other plate, put it at the top. And now I went cockeyed quite a bit. It's so hard with the camera. Now I'm holding, let me push that here. I'm holding with this hand right here till it engage. And then I'm going to roll. And you're going to feel it. It's kind of give. And then I just go back. You don't have to go back and forth. It's just I find it easier than to roll the whole thing. Now, I get this lovely piece here that I'm going to use on something else. Okay, so this is on the, what it's called, horizontal, the card, okay? So now I got that. The reason why I say score first, it's a lot easier score first than after for, you know, to fold it and so on. Now, if you get on the long way, again, you're going to put it on this side. It's the same thing. It's just that it won't be as wide. I know many people would like to go this way, and some people are going to say just put that under here. If you do that, you're going to have the line right here. So I don't suggest that. I know some people are going to say you can do that. Absolutely you can. It's just you're going to have an extra line there on your cardstock. So I'm going to put this one a little bit higher because the vanilla, we're going to put it on this card here. Now the same thing. I try to, so you cannot move the dies, right? Because the die have to stick on the platform. So the best thing is to put it on your, see here, it's not equal proportion. So now I'm putting that here. It looks equal proportion. Now I can put it here. That's about right. Off maybe a little bit. That's okay. Again, I just put my plate there. Now, you can hold on the side and then just roll. You just have to be very careful not to have the dies coming on the side of your plate, because that will bend your dies and you can break them. Et voila. So now I could use this. Well, this one, it's not the same size, but I can use this one. I can trim it, right? See how pretty this would be? I would put that right here, or I can match it all the same way. I think I like it when it's off, sided like this, so it gives that nice little, here we go. So then I can trim it. So you can use it that way, or like the one with the cloud. That one, it's the easiest one. Not the clouds, any border. So if, even if you want it this way, you would that this way, or you want it this way, it doesn't matter, because you're going to flip your paper and you're going to start going on the long way. That it's much friendlier. I can even cut two here, show you. See, now I can put that there, going on the long way, so that way you don't have to worry about your the side of your die. You just roll on, and then we're going to pull this off, et voila. So this one here, the pointy one, see, we got stitch on both one. This one got the pointy, and here it's the stitch. The cloud, it's the same one. It's the same thing. It's stitch and stitch. So I could mount that at the bottom and have some very nice cloud. This one here gets stitch on the both side. Let me turn that off. Okay, let me remove the die cut machine so I can show you the one. Okay, so this one over here, that one don't have the double stitch. See, it's no double stitch, so it's just stitch on one side. So when you're going to put that on your card, if you put it this way, let's say you want it to go up, well, you won't have, you're just going to have the circle up and the stitch going to be at the bottom. The stitch going to be removed. See? That's what you would have here if you try to go the other way. You would have just the scallop, no stitch. Now, this one, that's the one we share. Get the double stitch. This one here, it's the one stitch. The cloud get this two stitch. That got the stitch and the polka dot. So that's the one we did. So you get one, it's a stitch, and one the polka dot, the little holes. Now the zigzag here, I get them all here. This one, get the double stitch, see? So doing these card that I did, I'm saving this. I'm going to use that on another card someplace. See, this was right here. You can even just do a little bit and glue it there too, and you get the double stitch. Whatever worked for you. This one, you get the one that I call this the envelope because it looked like an envelope. That one, you get the double stitch also. You can see here. So really, the only one that you don't have the double stitch, it is the one with, because you get the scallop. Now, for this card, the best way to finish this card here, because some of them are higher than the other ones, so you want to see, I measure from the top opening to see how much designer series paper I need. So here I would measure that. I would say, oh, just over 1.5 inches. So really, it's no measurement really to give. Depends how far you're going to put your die to cut. Like this one, 1.5, it's plenty. This one's going to be longer. See, this one I need more than 1.5. So that's why you need to measure. You don't want to measure from here to there. You want to measure the top opening that you get. This one, it's 1 3/4. So that's why I cannot give a per se, how can I say that, a final answer, because it depends where you're going to put your die. And really, we don't want to measure the die. It's easier to measure the paper after, right? So most of it is going to be about 1 3/4 on the cards that I did. And here I am using In Good Taste Designer Series paper, and all month of July it is at 15% off. So the month of July, it's almost over. Right below in direct, you get my link for my blog direct, and I'm going to have all the paper that it's on sale. We get 9 different packs of paper on sale. So that is it for now, and I will have all supplies for this. This is color and contour stamp set. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, happy stamping, my friend. Bye-bye for now.